What's up, guys? Today I've got another phone lot. This has 40 Samsung phones inside. I just hope I get something good out of it because this has a lot of devices that I don't have. So I'm just going to get right into it. I'll just start by just taking out some. So we've got four big stacks of bubble wrap devices. So I'll just start with this one. Starting here, we've got a slider phone. This is the SCH R460. Then we have a Samsung Galaxy Avant. That's likely on T-Mobile. I believe this is a Galaxy Avant. We have a Galaxy Prevail 2, I believe. We have a Galaxy S3 Mini on Verizon. There's this Samsung phone, the SGH T749, so it's on T-Mobile. Have a slider phone that doesn't have a battery inside. This is the SGH A777. We have a interesting looking device here. This is the SGH A897. We have a Samsung Nexus S here that doesn't have a battery. This one seems to be on T-Mobile. We've got a phone and a expanded battery here. I don't know where this comes from, but we've got a phone here. This seems to be the SPH M830. I believe this is a Samsung Galaxy Rush. Here we've got a Samsung phone, I believe it's the SCH i200. Moving on to this stack of devices. You have a Galaxy Grand Prime, it seems like, or maybe this. No, this is the Galaxy On 5 on Metro. I've got one of these. We have a Samsung, I believe this is like the Galaxy, this might be the Galaxy Discover or the Galaxy Centura. This one, it has a C. This might be the Centura on track phone. We've got a Samsung keyboard phone. This is the SCH R390 on Cricket. Got this device. It is the SGHA 927 on AT&T. Got a pretty interesting looking phone here. SCH U380 on Verizon. It's a pretty cool looking phone. It's a slider. Let me see what model it is. This one is the SGH F250 on T-Mobile. It has a T-Mobile SIM card inside. It also had an expanded battery. I don't know, this one right here, I don't know if I have another battery for this thing. I might. It'd be cool to see this thing working. Got a, seems to be a slider phone, yeah. Very, not very smooth. This one is the SCH R631 on Cricket. It also has an expanded battery, so I have this phone. It's a slider SGH T359. We have another Galaxy Avant, which seems to have an expanded battery. This one is also a T1 phone, so it's might be on Metro PCS. We have this phone here. This one is the SCH R480C. I have two batteries here. One of them is expanded. This one does not seem to be expanded. Moving on to this stack of phones. Here we've got a Samsung Intercept on Virgin Mobile. I've got one of these. I can test it with the battery that I have. We have this phone, which is very big. This is an Android phone, and it has a screen protector on. It is a SCH R915 on Cricket. Then we've got a, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is an S3 Mini. It's the SGH T399N. So yeah, this is definitely, I think this is different than an S3 Mini. We'll have to see. We have an S3 on Verizon in black. This thing looks pretty cool. It doesn't have a battery, but I've got batteries for S3s. We've got a Galaxy S5 Active G860p. This is the Galaxy S5 Sport on Sprint. I don't know if this was in the listing pictures, but that's cool. We've got an S3 on T-Mobile in gray. This thing looks pretty nice. I actually like that color. We've got a Galaxy, this is an S5, T-Mobile. We got a Galaxy Note 4 on AT&T, in white. Got a Galaxy S4 on T-Mobile with a cracked screen. And then we have Galaxy S5 with this logo on the bottom, which I don't think it's from the United States. It is the G900F. So, hopefully, I'm not really sure about this one. I hope it works, honestly. I hope it's a real device. Then we've got a Galaxy Prevail LTE, which is just the Galaxy Core Prime. Yeah. And then our last stack of phones. Oh, I forgot a device. We have this. It's very sticky on the back. This one is the SPH M380 on Sprint. First phone of the final stack is this big slider phone on Cricket. It is the SCH R560. We've got a Galaxy S on T-Mobile, the SGH T959, I believe. We have another Samsung Nexus S, the SPH D720, so this one is Sprint. We have another Cricket, we've got like a Galaxy, I believe Cricket's variant of this is the Galaxy Discover. It has the same model number as the other one, so I believe both of them are the Galaxy Discover on Cricket. We've got a device with water sticker is red. This is another A777. I think there's one in here already. Yeah, that one. We've got another one of these. The SGH T399N. Yeah, I'm not sure what models these are. They look like Galaxy S3 minis, but I'm not entirely sure. We've got the Samsung. I remember telling somebody what the model of this was, but I forgot. It is the SCH R820 on Metro. And we've got a Samsung phone. This definitely has an expanded battery. It is the SCH I110. So, I have no idea what it is. And then we have this phone, which looks pretty cool. I kind of like the design of this one. It's on Sprint. It is the SPH M800. So that is all of the phones that were in the slot. I'm going to go ahead and start testing them now to see which ones will actually work. So get started with that. Okay guys, so it's been about a day since I've gotten the lot and I've tested all of the devices. So all right here are the devices that are working. So at least working, and I have batteries for them. So starting with this is the Samsung Smiley on T-Mobile. It's fully working. Then we have the Samsung Bright Side, which is on Verizon. This one is also fully working, but the original battery was expanded, so I have to use a different battery that this thing doesn't really support, but it works, so that's all that really matters. Then here we have the Samsung Highlight on T-Mobile. This one is also fully working. Then we have the Samsung SGH F250, which is fully working. It uses the same battery as a lot of my Samsung flip phones, so it works pretty well. So, yeah. Okay, then we have the Samsung Instinct on Sprint. This device is fully working. Yeah. Then the Samsung Flight 2 on AT&T. This one doesn't have a battery, as it uses it uses the same battery as the Bright Side. Those two devices and the Smiley. So it works. It's fully functional, but I just don't have that many batteries. Then we have the Samsung Freeform 4 on Cricket. This one's fully working. There's no back plate to it, but it does work, and it uses the same battery that the Flight 2 does. Then here's the Samsung Freeform 5. This one also doesn't have a battery in it, but it is fully working on Cricket. Then we have the Samsung Galaxy S Vibrant on T-Mobile. It's fully working on Android 2.1, so I just don't have a back plate for it, but other than that, this device is fully working. Then we have probably one of my favorites out of this lot, the Samsung Galaxy Indulge on Cricket. And the reason I like this device a lot is because it is extremely fast. For it's so fast for its own good on Android 2.2. I really like this phone. Yeah, it uses the same battery as the Samsung Intercept. Then here is the Samsung Illusion on Verizon. It is working. It's using a battery from the Galaxy Discover, since I believe this one's original battery was expanded, so I have to use a non-supported battery, but other than that, the device is working on, I believe, Android 2.2, 2.3.5. Then we have the Samsung Galaxy Stellar on Verizon. This one is working just fine. I have Galaxy S3 battery in it, and it works pretty well. This one's on Android 4.1.2. Then here is the Samsung Galaxy Admire on Metro PCS. This one's fully working on Android 2.3.6. Yeah, runs pretty well. It also has a S3 battery in it. Then we have the Samsung Intercept. This one doesn't have a battery in it. This one is running 2.2.2, I think, or 2.2.1, but it works. But I do already have one of these on Virgin Mobile, so. Then we have the Samsung Galaxy Discover on Cricket. This one is fully working on Android 4.0.4. It's a very weird version of software. This is not TouchWiz. It's just more like stock Android. Then we have the Galaxy S3 T-Mobile in gray. This one's fully working. It is on Android 4.1.2 and is probably going to replace my white S3 because I really like this color. This color looks amazing. Then here's the Galaxy S3 on Verizon. It is fully working on Android 4.4. The black color looks pretty nice on this. Not sure what I'll really do with this since I do already have a Verizon S3, but yeah, it works fine. Then here is the Galaxy S3 Mini on Verizon. This one is also on Android 4.4. It's fully working, but the back has a lot of damage that's broken there, and it's just cracked all around. But other than that, like, the front is fine. The rest of the phone works. Then here is that Galaxy S4 T-Mobile. I threw the motherboard into my current T-Mobile S4, and it works, and I was actually able to put Android 4.3 on here without much fuss. There's no APSW rev errors or fused errors. It just works. So that's pretty nice. This will definitely be in the collection now. Then here is a Samsung Galaxy Lite on Metro PCS. It's fully working on Android 4.4. And yeah, the other one is also working. So they're both on Metro PCS, and I do not have a back for either of them, but they are working. Next, we have probably the device I'm most excited about is this Galaxy S5. This phone is in really good condition, and it's also the G900F model, so it's the global model. This one comes from Malaysia from looking at its CSC code. This one's currently on Android 5.0. That's what it came with when in the lot, but yeah, other than that, it is fully working. Then we have the T-Mobile Galaxy S5, which is also fully working. It's just really, really dirty. I'm probably going to clean this up because I think I'll actually have this device in the collection instead of the gold S5 since, well, you know, the touch lights are working and the phone is just solid instead of having a screen replacement. I just need to clean up the screen and this back plate that I had in my parts bin, so I just put it on here. This one from a Sprint model. Then the Galaxy S5 Sport, the extra phone, is also fully working. It just obviously doesn't have a back cover, and it's also missing the charging port cover, but other than that, it's working, although it has some burn-in on the screen, and yeah. Then we have the Galaxy Note 4 on AT&T. This one's working. This one is on Android 6.0. This one's actually on 4.4. It was like that when I got it, which is kind of insane. Okay, back to this AT&T Note 4. It's working just fine on Android 5.0. It's likely not going to replace my current Note 4 as it doesn't have the S Pen or a back plate, and it's on Android 5.0. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's probably not going to replace Note 4. Then the Samsung Galaxy Prevail LTE. This one is working on Android 4.4. Although it's in not so great condition. It's cracked. The screen's cracked and the back is in shambles. But other than that, this device works. It's on Boost Mobile. Then here's the Galaxy On 5 on Metro PCS. This one's working. Probably not going to do much with this as I already have one of these and it's in like better condition, but yeah, it's a working phone, so I'll take it. So next, here are all of the devices that I was able to get working, but I do not have batteries for. So First, here are the two Galaxy Avants on Metro PCS. I was able to get them both to power on with a Galaxy S3 battery, but obviously it's too big for the battery bays on these, so I'll have to get a battery for at least one of these, but they do work just fine. Next are these two Samsung Nexus S. This one is T-Mobile and this one is Sprint. The Sprint one has some damage on the screen, but these two are both working. I had to test with the Samsung Instincts battery, but they can boot up. I'll just have to get a back cover maybe and a battery for at least the T-Mobile one. Next here is the Galaxy Prevail 2 and the Galaxy Rush. So both of these do work, but I don't have a battery for them. They use the same battery, so I'll possibly get a battery at some point. And then these two devices are down here because I could only plug them in as I didn't have any batteries for them. But the SCH R560, which is I believe this one, and then the SCH R450, these are both on Cricket. They did show signs of life on the charger, so I assume they're working. And finally, here are the devices that did not work. Fortunately, there's only 4, but here is the SCH R631 on Cricket. This device has a bent battery pin, so I don't think it works, and it's also has signs of water damage possibly, so yeah, I don't think this one works. Next is actually I'll save this for the end. Next is this Samsung Galaxy Discover on Cricket. It does not boot up at all. Even with a charged battery inside, it just doesn't boot up. So that's that. And then here's the SGH A897 on AT&T. This one has the touchscreen does not work on it, so that's kind of a bummer, and I can't reset it. So yeah, this one's it just doesn't work. Then this one, this is the SPH M380 on Sprint. This one, it works, but it has a pin lock on it, and I'm not really sure how to reset those on older Samsung devices that don't have an Android recovery, but I might be able to get this thing working. I don't know if I find a way to get around the pin. So that was all of the devices that I got in the slot. I'll also show you. These are all of the expanded batteries. That's all of them right there. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching the second phone lot video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So bye.